them?
Huh?
Go that way.
Can't go far that way because of the table.
You get a camera.
Hmm?
We can talk to the camera.
We're going? We're up and going?
Yeah.
Where are the questions still? Where are the people?
I gotta do it on this one.
I don't see no people in there. Where are the people?
It's because we're not live.
We're not live? Oh, look, there I am. I'm on there. Oh, wow, those things are moving quickly.
Well, we have 8 moderators now.
Do you know their names so that we can thank them?
The moderators?
Yeah.
No. Not right now. Well, some of them. We have 8 moderators.
Yeah, look at there. We're doing it. We're doing it, people. We're doing it.
Okay. So, he said, I'm a moderator in my head. Some of our moderators didn't want to be moderators. Clement Small Engine said, make sure the mods don't kick me out. And I said, you are a mod.
All right. Your face is really shiny.
Because I have a big forehead. So?
I think it helps when I cover that light up, but I don't know.
The light's
It's
just
summertime,
there for
y'all.
you.
It's summertime. We're not looking as
Pasty.
vampire-ish as normal.
Well, I am.
This is gonna be tough because it's hard for me to look at the camera when I'm looking at when it's
Well, that's why I wrote some questions down.
things are over here and over there and over here and over there and then over here. All right. Yes, so we have some questions. Welcome to our what are we calling this?
It's called It's Tuesday. Chief and Jackie are live at Midwest Streetcars.
Yeah,
I felt like you couldn't write mess check in the
Yeah, no, it's not a good idea.
deal.
And it's from very far above. It's like a drone shot.
We're trying it, okay? It's my phone.
It's the fuck boy selfie angle.
You are a good boy.
Anyways, all right.
So I asked a question on my Instagram, and the most requested question is, you're not supposed to hear it because
I can't. Whatever. You know what I'm saying.
The most requested question was, please give an update on Mighty Mouse.
Why are people already sending money? Tucci, stop it.
Stop sending money.
Stop it. What is wrong with you guys? Why do you keep turning it away from me where I can't see
Well,
it?
because you
What
don't
is
need to read it.
Yes, I do.
No,
I
you
want
need
to
to
see the
talk.
reactions. I want to talk to people. This is why we're live.
Okay, so please give them an update on Mighty Mouse. Stop.
What?
You can't
You
stare
just
at it
took
the
my
whole
paper
time.
away from me.
You're staring at it.
You
the
just
whole
took my
time.
paper away from me. An update on Mighty Mouse? We don't have one. To be honest, I purposely didn't call Gerald today because I didn't want to be in a bad mood if something else was wrong with it. So, as of right now, we don't have an update on Mighty Mouse, and that's just where it's at, right? You haven't talked to Gerald, have you?
No.
No?
Gerald doesn't text, and that's the only thing that I do.
Okay, well, yeah, so we don't have an update.
Basically, I think there was some more work in it than he had originally planned. But I don't want to be the asshole that bothers him on getting it done faster when I was like, take your time.
Yeah, we were very adamant about take your time.
Well, because also this is the second time that I'm paying for it, so I would rather not pay for it a third time right now.
Yes. When I take stuff to Gerald, I usually need it yesterday, so we're not bugging him right now, but we have other stuff. We have other things.
Mm-hmm.
We were working on my car, and we were racing, and then now we're see, to most people, June, July is summertime, right in the middle of racing season, but For us, oh my God, Todd Ferris, stop it.
He said, gotta tell a joke first before you
Gotta
start.
tell a joke for $10. I'll tell you a joke. You gave me $10. I'll tell you a joke. But now, no more. Don't send any more money, dipshits.
That's Canadian money. Doesn't count.
Canadian money?
That's a raccoon.
They sent raccoon money? What is raccoon money? What do raccoons pay with?
I don't know.
Pelts? Raccoon pelts?
The raccoons are still here.
Chief, are you using the shake weight? Yeah. Yeah, you know me, I gotta have something in my hands. Like weekend update, you know? I don't know. Anyway.
Like you're on the news?
Yes, like I'm on the news, yes. Yeah, so for us, our season is basically just getting started since we're concentrating more on the street stuff. Obviously, we're going to do some of the track stuff here and there, like, you know, mainly the big gangster, legit, no prep stuff that we see that we think is cool. We're going to go do some of that, but, you know, like what we did a couple weeks ago at War in the Woods, that was really cool. We had a great time there, and we'll probably do, you know, another one or maybe a couple of those. We were trying to get ready for Yellow Belly this weekend, but we've been having some issues. We ripped the exhaust off the generator at War in the Woods, and we tore the shitter off the generator off the trailer at War in the Woods, so we're repairing that stuff. And in the midst of that, I've also been working on the vet. And so with everything that we have going on, I'm not sure we're going to make Yellow Belly this weekend, which is sad. But I'm also changing, I wanted to change push rods in my car. After running it at War in the Woods, I think we can get away with a little thicker push rod. So we may be doing that. But the Corvette is what we've been working on mainly, but with street race season coming up, that's what we're mainly working on right now. So street race season to us is usually towards the end of the year is when everything starts kicking off. So July, like first week of July is the baddest on the planet race that Dan Lee puts on, small tire race. We'd like to have something ready for that on the street. And then like third weekend of July is big tire cash days. What? No, it's fourth week. I don't know. Somewhere towards the end of July is the big street race deal that we're getting ready for. So street race season is upon us quickly, and we're getting ready for that. So that's what we're doing.
Joke.
I don't have it. What's the joke? You have any jokes?
I'm not a dad.
You don't have to be a dad to know jokes.
They're dad jokes.
Oh my
We should
God,
tell 'em.
they're still doing it.
We should tell him about Cam. That can be the joke.
We don't have any jokes, do we?
So we're gonna do a funny story.
Same as a joke, right?
Yeah, I took home a box of merch, and there were some hoodies in it, and I was being lazy, and I was like, I'm not gonna wash those right now because, obviously we're not gonna wear them right now because it's 283 degrees outside in Oklahoma. So I just put it by our front door or whatever, and last night Justin went to, I don't remember what you're doing, going to get a water or something, and he like walked down the hallway, and our dog Cam was sleeping in this box like she's a hobo dog, like the pit bull that you would see on the street corner with a hobo begging for money. She has a couch she sleeps on, and she has blankets, and she's spoiled rotten, and she's sleeping in this freaking box like a hobo.
Yeah, when I walked out, she jumped out of the box trying to pretend that, trying to act like she wasn't sleeping in the box, and she fell out of the box, and it was still, her one foot was still in there. She was dragging it behind her, trying to act like she was not sleeping in the box. But yeah, dude, our moderators are killing it, by the way. I don't know if you're watching this.
They're great.
Who the fuck sent 20? What?
He said, because you said not to.
Bricks for Chris? Bro, chill. I'm going to figure out a way to send to all those people their money back. Holy moly. $100? What the?
He's a moderator, too. Rick Navarro, don't do those silly things.
That's the guitarist, right? He's the tattoo guitarist guy?
I have no idea.
from Jane's Addiction?
What?
No, that's not him. Rick Navarro, yeah, I know him. What was that question? Are you going on the new
That's
405
on
show, or do you have something planned? We have lots of things planned. At this point in time, thankfully, none of them have anything to do with television. We're doing our own stuff, releasing our own content, and we're having a great time doing it. And as of right now, we don't have any plans to do any television.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's pretty exciting.
I also saw.
Been waiting a long time to say that.
I also saw a lot of Scaglione, don't do that. That's one of our friends.
They told me to lay off the makeup. I guess I got too much makeup on today.
Gosh, Justin.
We missed H-Town. Yeah, we missed the H-Town, the Hartshorn race. I was, believe it or not, I was working on, my two boys have vehicles.
That's in there later on.
I'm talking about it now. We get to do what we want, right? This is our life. The reason we missed H-Town was my two boys. They both have vehicles. My oldest boy has a 70 GTO, and it's black on black. It's Joe Brown. That's my oldest boy's vehicle. And then my youngest boy's, his is, we have an orange 69 C10 short wide.
It's partially orange.
Yeah, it's like orange or black, but
Mostly.
that's my youngest son Corbin's truck, or they will be theirs whenever they turn old enough. But so we've been working on those with them a bunch, and this weekend we got them. We got the GTO all running, and it had a pretty good misfire. We weren't sure where it was, and me and the boys fixed that and got it running, and then we went out and drove their cars around, and so that was kind of something that I had promised to them, and we didn't have to break that promise, thankfully. So we didn't make H-Town, but we did get to do some cool stuff with the boys' truck and the GTO. We got it running and stuff. So that's why I know a lot of people wanted to see us at H-Town or at Hartshorn, and we really wanted to be there, but other stuff, man. Life happens. There's other things in life, thankfully.
Yeah.
And we don't show the boys on the YouTube, so it's not something that we're super big on. YouTube has a bunch of weird stuff when it comes to kids, and then there's a bunch of weirdos also, and there's a bunch of really hateful people, and so when they're ready for all that, then they can make that decision. But for now, we try and keep this place a camera phone free zone when they're around.
They deserve their respect too, It's not up to us to exploit them on the internet.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I don't have any plans of trying to make money off, because that's what we're doing. Is we do these videos and we release content here and other places, and it helps pay the bills, and I don't want them to have to be a part of that. You know what I mean? I don't want that to be on their shoulders. I don't want to have to plan things out to do with them to make money off of my kids. So for right now, when they're around, we just pay attention to them. We don't have any phones or cameras or nothing. Same for them. We take all of our phones and we put them away.
I saw a lot of questions because I don't know if we've updated on here about, is the motor that you bought, what's the situation on that? Is it going in the car?
For the vet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're right in the midst of a little bit of a side project with the vet. Obviously, we had started building that for there was a television show that we were going to do with that car. And things kind of took a different turn, so now...
What the heck?
What?
Why are people buying $100
Oh my
things?
God, Steve W. Johnson
Stop
TV.
doing that.
Stop it, Steve. You look like a smart...
You didn't even write a question.
You look like a smart, upstanding young fellow. You don't need to be sending us money, bro. They're not even sending questions. They're just sending money. They're just doing it to be smartasses. That's what's crazy. Okay, if I say, send to me all your money, no one will send it to us. But I say, don't send me money, and they're sending money. Okay, I don't get you. I don't get it, guys. You guys are you're too smart for me. So looks like there's a lot of 405 questions. Just so you guys know, I don't have anything to do with any of that. I'm not, we're doing our thing. We're doing street race stuff, and you know, we're having fun. So also with the vet, so the plan was to put the 23. I bought a 23-degree small block for the vet that I was going to put in the vet and then build for that show. And then now we don't have to do that, so we've decided we have another group that we're a part of online that we post technical stuff to, and we kind of decided with some of the people in there that that car was more like what most people have, and most people that are getting into cars or that are or have been into cars for a little while that aren't on such a serious heads up level. That's kind of more what they have. They have, small block Chevrolets or big block Chevrolets with, you know, maybe some ported heads and a decent carburetor and a set of headers and stuff, and you know, stall converter and this and that. So maybe a 12 bolt rear end or whatever, and that's what a lot of people have. So, and to be honest, we are having so much fun with the vet that we don't want to ruin it and cut it up and make it a race car. So for the time being, what we're doing with that is we're trying to see how fast we can make it go on a budget. So we're trying not to spend a bunch of money on it. We're trying to do everything we can ourselves, and we're going to see how fast it goes, and then we're going to see how fast we can make it go with the parts that it has, and without doing a whole bunch of major cutting up or fabricating or taking the engine apart or whatever. So we don't know how long that'll last because the motor it's in, it's kind of a mystery. It came with it. We don't really know what's inside of it. We don't really know how much time it's got on it. So we don't know, but it's a lot of fun so far. And this video, the reason why we're doing it live today is because the video that we had where I did all the chassis work on it, and then we went out to test it. We were fighting rain. We had rain. It's just been hell. Rain last night. Supposed to rain the night before, but then it didn't. And then the generator issues. As soon as we got out there and got the car unloaded, we couldn't charge the battery because the generator wouldn't run for more than about 2 minutes. So it's been a shit show. We redid the exhaust here, but then I guess Twan used, I don't know, he used a bend that had too small of a diameter or something, I don't know, but the generator just doesn't like it, so it's rejecting it. So now we're redoing the exhaust again right now for that, but but we're just we need to make a couple of hits somewhere just to make sure it doesn't burn out and goes semi-straight, and then we're gonna go to the track, see how fast we can make it go. We're gonna put a list in the video of everything that's done to the car right now and how it sits, and then we're gonna start making small changes to it and just see how fast we can go. Basically, it's gonna be optimizing your combo. So, learning how to take something like that and see what changes you need to make based upon the data. Even if you don't have a data logger, there's always some sort of data, whether it's reading spark plugs, or whether it's looking at tire tracks, or reading time slips, looking at front splits and back splits, mile per hour. There's always data that you can use, even if you don't have a high dollar data logger. Eventually the car will get a high dollar data logger, but for now, we're gonna show you how to read the data that you have, the data that you can get, and we're gonna show you how to use that data to make the car go faster. So that's where we're at on it. Oh my God. If you put small tires on the Crow, they will stop sending money. I don't know if that's right, Todd Ferris. I don't know if that's right. Buy a half gallon of gas on me. Much respect. Yeah, $10 nowadays, that is a half gallon of gas.
Dude, I filled up my Escalade the other day. It was like $130. It's insane.
Yeah, it's thanks, Mike Rodriguez. He said, "Love what you do. Keep up the great work." Chris Hall, $10.
Is that name already on there?
Probably. So is that other one. Todd
brother,
Ferris.
cousin,
Todd
sister,
Ferris
uncle,
sends
aunt.
them. My brother, cousin, sister, uncle, aunt says hi, y'all. Hey, what was his name? Hey, Brandon Williams. Tell your mom and them I said, hey, how your mama doing? How your children doing? You're still the boss. Mad respect for stepping away from the drama and maintaining your sanity, Doug Adamic. That's a cool last name, Doug. Adamic. Anyway, so about how fast will it be? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I mean, how fast would it be if it's a 79-ish Corvette with a 400-inch small block Chevrolet stock block, and it's got a really old set of Brodix entry level cylinder heads. They're Dash 11s. I don't know if anybody remembers those, but
He said, "How about those nitrous prices?" Yeah.
yeah, the nitrous prices are
That's
kind of weird.
insane.
I will say though, if how your mama doing, how your mama and them. I will say though, if you can get in touch with Airgas, that's who we deal with. If you can get in touch with Airgas, um, if you're local, talk to Jerry at Airgas, spelled with a G, which is kind of
It's because his name's Gerald. Or Gerald.
well, whatever. Jerry,
Yeah.
talk to Jerry from Airgas, and he can help you with those prices a little bit. Uh, he's been able to make that transition
Oh my God.
a little easier. What?
Stop sending $100.
Oh my
It makes me so
Lord.
anxious. He said, "Are Zoomies versus Bullhorns preference, or are they
Zoomies
preferable
versus
depending on the setup?"
Bullhorn preference, or are they preferable depending on the setup? Oh, Zoomies and versus Bullhorns. This is from Best Dad. Best Dad. How do you know you're the best dad?
He probably got that same trophy that you got. This is best
World's
dad
best
ever.
dad. Yeah, Zoomies versus Bullhorns. When it comes to Nitrous stuff, the Zoomies are faster for the most part, but the Bullhorns are cooler. And then there are some instances where I've seen Bullhorns go faster because of the scavenging effect, because you have one cylinder pulling air on the exhaust stroke from another cylinder, and it actually, as one cylinder is exhausting air, when they're collected like that together in a Bullhorn. What?
You were doing it off.
Oh, sorry. When they're, oh yeah, I see it now. When one cylinder, when you have all four cylinders together like that, when one cylinder is when it releases the exhaust energy into the collector, the other cylinder will be on the intake stroke, and that vacuum effect, as it comes out of one, pulls from the other one next to it, and it actually pulls air in the cylinder when the intake valve is open. That scavenging effect, there are some cases where a Bullhorn will be faster, but for the most part, the added downforce from the Zoomie is worth more than the scavenging effect. So,
Oh my God, it's the same person.
Rick Navarro, holy
He's
crap.
on Patreon too.
He needs to stop. Chris Scott. Oh my God. You guys, don't do this.
Dan Fitz.
Don't do this. Don't send so much money to YouTube. YouTube takes half of it anyway.
For real.
Like for real, they really do. So like, don't do this. Send us something to the shop or something if you want to do that. But man, holy crap. Somebody get Jackie an ashtray. Oh, you're smoking? Oh, yeah.
There's so many people saying that I'm orange and
Red
shit,
Vet
but we're
versus
the same
SRC
color.
Falcon. Yeah, hey, you never know. You never know.
He said Patreon.
I honestly think that the vet's gonna run better than most people think it will.
He said, "Do you know Peter Paul?"
Do I know him? Yeah,
No.
I know. Yeah, I know Beater Bomb.
I met him that one time that he
I know
beat
Beater
me.
Bomb. But yeah. Jackie raced him in St. Louis and he beat her. Beater Bomb, beater. But
Man, I told the moderators I would send them some merch, and
they're killing it.
hard at work.
They're killing it, dude. The moderators are killing it.
The Patreon is up, and it's probably not linked in here because it's live, but I'll put it in here later. Or
Just
it's
so
linked
you
in the other
guys
ones.
know, we're not.
Oh no.
What?
Okay.
We're not advertising the Patreon. We're not pushing it really hard. We don't really have time to get to every single person everywhere. So, don't. That's why we don't charge a whole bunch on that deal. So, but we do release technical stuff on there, and I am active on there frequently. And
If you have a race car though, there's
if you have a
super
race,
valuable.
yeah,
It's not so much like entertainment or you
no,
know.
it's not like this. It's not like YouTube
No.
where it's more funny and edited. That deal over there is just more technical, and we post measurements and you know, weird stuff that most people probably wouldn't be into. So just forewarning, you know, if you do check it out, I mean, by all means, you know, everybody's welcome and anybody can join, and it's, you know, it's super cheap. You know, it's literally not really nothing. I think it's $5 a month. It's nothing, but it's a place where you can talk about cars with other car guys, and you don't have to worry about somebody telling you you're stupid for asking a question. And you don't have to worry about, you know, and if you have a question, I answer. You know, or even now there's believe it or not, there's some really smart people in there now.
Yeah.
There's some people that are joining that I've seen lately that I really have big hopes for that deal, because I think it's going to turn. It's already turning into a community already, where we have a bunch of guys who post on the regular and that ask good questions and then also give good info. But but I think it's going to get even bigger, because it is a, you know, we don't have many places left like Yellow Bullet where you can, you know, talk to people and get a handle on your stuff. And if you have a race car, you know, there's a lot of guys on there that are asking questions, and I help them out. And you know, sometimes we even help people with tune-ups and you know, anything you can think of. But believe me, we're not advertising that. We're not asking you. We're not telling you got to go do that. We're not saying anything on YouTube is going to change. It's just the word of the Patreon thing is starting to get out more and more. So we just wanted to make sure that it doesn't seem like we're trying to hide it from you guys. But
And if you do join, you do get access to the old posts. So you can still see
oh yeah, we keep all the stuff up there. Yeah.
old stuff. Like
Yeah,
the
like
other day,
last
you
week.
went on there and wrote when you were measuring out the Corvette and stuff. You know, it's just kind of more technical stuff, but
Yeah, like
it's
2
not
weeks ago, it was the
super
pounds per
entertainment.
hour of the
Yeah.
nitrous plate. You know what I mean? Like posting nitrous plate tune-ups and stuff. So it's, you know, but just so you know, it's not super. You know, it's not really huge twin turbo based stuff or pro mod type stuff. You know, I mean, of course there'll be room for that on there, but it's mostly, you know, it's mostly regular car shit, to be honest. But anyway, moving off of that. So I don't want to say we're not advertising it sound like this giant commercial for it, but
We're just being real about what it is.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we just don't want a bunch of people to join there and then be disappointed
Because there's
it's
some
not
comments.
funny.
Yeah,
you know?
well, there's people that feel like we're just not putting videos on YouTube, and that's not it. Like, there's a live feed on there monthly, but it's more so just talking race cars, you know, where it's judgment free.
Exactly.
He said, if you ever need shop help, I'd love to come.
The Ida Home Garage says if you ever need shop help, hey, you know, I mean, if you're paying, you just gave us $10, so that means, you know, you would pay to come work in the shop. That's crazy. Slower than you. I've been really enjoying your videos. Keep up the great work, from editing style to great ramblings and knowledge and tips. Exactly the kind of videos I do. Hey, that's us. Editing style to rambling.
Yeah,
And,
I know ramble and you don't edit, so.
Yeah. What else we got?
I think they'll go to mine.
Oh, okay. And Navarro, stop, or I'm gonna come find you.
Yeah, he'll come find you.
Let's see. Where's it at?
What?
I was looking for the. Oh, did that take the Apollo chassis? Do you have an Apollo chassis? And how fast? Yeah, the Apollo chassis is really fast. For those of you that do RC RC drag racing, yes, I have an Apollo, and yes, it's really fast.
Oh, this is Impala. I was like,
No,
Impala's
this is
not
Apollo.
fast.
Team GFRP Apollo.
There's some people that wanted to talk about the rollout difference on the 28 and 29.5.
Can't wait to meet you too, buddy. What that one say? Why does anyone agree to chase as a race? It's a hustle. I don't know, brother. I honestly can't tell you. I mean, there are some, John, that's from John the Baptist. I like that name, dude. That's cool. There are sometimes when that's warranted. You know, there are some places in the country where they still race like that, and that's warranted. You know, when I go there, I'm in those places, and I don't bitch about it. But when you're in neutral territory, it makes no sense. The rollout difference between the 28 and the 29.5.
There's a lot.
It's more than it should be, I think. Marked on the tire, the 29.5, or the Hoosier 29.5 anyway. It's marked on the tire between 97 and a half. And then the 28 is going to be marked like 92 to 94 maybe. I think more like 92. So when they actually come off, when they're actually on a wheel, depending on the wheel that you mount them on, and that doesn't make a lot of sense either, but believe it or not, when you mount them on a wider wheel, the rollout gets bigger. You wouldn't think that, but it does, I promise you.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. You would think that if you take a tire and you mount it on a wheel like this, that it's going to cup in the top, and if you wide the wheel, it's going to take that and lay it down, and then the rollout would be less. But that's not how it works. If you actually look at the tread on a tire, it actually has a wave in it, and so as you stretch it out, it's weird how that works. I'll post more about that, but yeah. So the tire itself is marked 97, and on a 12-inch wheel, it was 95, 94, and on a 10-inch wheel, it was 94. On a 12-inch wheel, it was 94 and like 3/8 or some shit, and then on a 14-inch wheel, it was 95. So.
Because I can't wait to meet you. The funny thing about Patreon is, though, you do get a real number. Like,
yeah.
You're assigned a number. AMC.
What do you think about Billy's Nova? I like Billy's Nova. I like what he did with a lot of it. I like that he built it himself. I think that's cool. You know, I was a fan of that car before Billy got it. I don't know if very many people know that, but that car was, there was a guy on Yellow Bullet back in the day, and I think his name was Pro Car on Yellow Bullet, but he was Patrick Barnhill is his name. Barndoor we call him, but he's a hell of a tuner when it comes to EFI or basically anything. He's a really, really good tuner, and that was his car back in the day, I'm pretty sure. So I like Billy's Nova. I think what he's gonna do with it, I think he's gonna, you know, because I helped a guy race one of those cars for a long, long time. We had some success with it. I feel like Billy's gonna face those same struggles. So, you know, with motor being far forward and stuff like that. But, you know, there's ways around it. There's ways you can combat that. And so I commend Billy for building it himself and learning how to do as much as he's done on his own. It's really cool. We really have a lot of respect for Billy.
He said, is K-Tech your first race car? And no.
Your first race car?
Car.
Sure. First door car,
Don't
right?
do that, yeah.
It's her first door car. She's had dragsters her whole life, though. What was your last dragster? It was an old school one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't even have rear suspension, did it?
No, it's a hardtail.
I don't know what the fuck that means. It sounds like a Harley.
No, I raced, I started in junior dragsters, and then I raced dragsters in Super Pro, and I raced like a old 80, I think it was early 80s hardtail Spitzer dragster, and I was so embarrassed by it because I was like an 18-year-old girl, you know, and I had told my dad like that I didn't like it because it didn't have a windshield. So my dad's so freaking, you know, that he screwed this, like, not even Lexian, you know, what is that? He just screwed,
Plexiglass, like
he just
polycarbonate.
screwed it on top of the body, like, so it was like the square cutout, because that's how they used to be, and he screwed this like round plastic on there. Hey, if you're in timeout, it's because you're not acting right.
Dude, they're killing it. Some guy said, "Who is Johnny Drama?" Why would you ask that? I want to know that. I want to know who would ask why. Why would you ask who Johnny Drama is? Where would that come from? How would you even know who how would you even know who Johnny Drama is? I'll tell you who he is. We can have that conversation. I just want to know where.
You have to prove that you know.
No, I just want to
him.
know where you heard that name, where you heard about him, because he's not big on, you know, he's not on TV. He's not. Probably heard about him from the podcast. Oh, that would have been a long time ago, though.
No, it was in that video that just came out. Remember?
Oh, it was in someone else's video?
Yeah.
So I've heard you talk about him. Yeah, Johnny Drama he's a friend. Friend for a long time, actually. I met him when I first started doing the radio stuff back in the day. He's a big time crew guy on pro mod cars and big radio cars. He's been on the street. He's been a part of Street Outlaw since the beginning, probably, but just more kind of in the back, like working on people's cars and being a part of different crews. But if there's a fast race car out there, at some point in time, Johnny Drama's worked on it. He definitely lives up to his name. You know, he's a good time. He likes to party, and he has a fast mouth. You know, but like as far as work goes, hard worker. Like you're not gonna find anybody that'll outwork Johnny Drama. You know, I mean, he'll show up and he'll work from the minute he gets off the plane to the minute he gets on the plane. He will work the whole time. So, yeah, that's who we know of as Johnny Drama. You'll see him out there. He's a good-looking white kid. Wears his hat down real low. Always wears the kind of what we call the uniform.
He's a
you know,
pit crew.
the pit crew uniform, the black slacks, tucked in shirt type deal. You know what I mean? He's
or if it's hot, he wears the short version of the black stuff.
Yeah. He's
but the same shoes.
He's
and
very
everything.
professional when it
He
comes
looks like
to.
an NHRA crew.
He
guy.
does. When you see him, he looks like an NHRA Top Fuel crew member or something. Every time you see him, that's who he is. He's been around. He's been in videos before. If you look hard enough, you'll find him.
Oh, I went to click on that one. It went away. I don't know why some of them go away and some of them don't. I need to do some research.
The lake. Y'all been on the lake? What's the lake?
We don't like, sir. Well, I don't water.
Oh, because we're dark? No, we've been...
It's hot as heck here.
It's hot, and we've been working out in the yard and stuff. We've been on the lake. We do look like we've been at the lake.
Someone said, what kind of stuff? You guys are sharing spray tans.
Oh, Johnny Drama was on the podcast? I didn't know he was on the podcast.
Just-
Well, there you go. Sorry. I don't know.
Why is Jackie so dang tan? Because it's June.
Jackie,
But
you look
if I
gorgeous.
looked
Dang.
pale and I was wearing shorts, y'all would be like, she needs to get a tan.
What kind of motor oil do you use in your Pontiacs? Who's that from?
Nitrous.
Clement, how the hell do you have time to make comments when you're
How are you modding
fucking
and
moderating?
commenting
Like
and
you're
everything?
the intergalactic moderator of the world here, and you're still commenting.
He said that he didn't want to be one if you called him Roller Girl.
Yeah, I was gonna change his name. Change his name, Roller Girl, intergalactic moderator. So James Brown, that's a really cool name, by the way. He asked, what kind of motor oil do I run in my Pontiacs? I've gone through the gamut of motor oil over the years, but right now, I'm running Maxima Nitro 70 and my GTO.
He said, I'm a gangster, bud.
I'm a gangster, bud. Don't call me bud, you know better,
He
pal.
said, it's so insane.
Listen here, sport. Listen here, champ. Get back to moderating. Now I run Maxima Nitro 70 in the GTO, and then in pretty much everything else, we run just a wide mixture of stuff. We like to run.
Kind of called whatever we have.
Yeah, I mean, except like the nitrous motors, they get what Chicken Bone says they have to get, which is really expensive, by the way. LAT.
Yeah, I googled that. It's over $20 a quart.
LAT 1540 is what we run in the nitrous motors, and then in the rest of the motors, I just run Rotella 1540 or anything I can get my hands on. Really, that's not just something that's got plenty of stuff in it. You know what I mean?
But when Caddy Jack had the LS in it, we always had to buy that one oil.
We ran 1060 Royal Purple.
Or the one that's like extra, what?
Zinc.
Yeah. But that was like at O'Reilly or something.
Yeah. But then like as far as the trannies and stuff go, it's like Royal Purple. We run Royal Purple Transcend, or Syndrolic is what it's called. Syndrolic, that's what it is. It's a ISO 32 compressor oil. I run that in all the trannies. If I can't get that, then I'll run AMSOIL ISO 32, and then if I need to tighten up the converter a little bit, I'll run ISO 68.
What's the fate of the chrome mod?
The fate of the chrome mod? Well, I don't know. It's just sitting right now. Right now, there's just nothing. There's nothing to do with it. Good God, look at all the money. Why are y'all doing that? Is that a picture of a cat? Did the shop cat send me $100? Christopher Sada, yeah, the shop cat just sent me $100. The undead shop cat sent me $100. Dude, it's gotten even crazier. Have we even told them?
No, that was on
Dude.
Patreon.
Yeah, that was on Patreon, but yeah, it got even crazier, bro. So the one shop cat got hit. I was upset. Got hit by a car. I buried it.
Yeah, we talked about that,
I
but
was
we haven't
sad.
talked about it since.
Then like a couple hours later, it was there on the back porch. The same cat.
Yeah, back on top of the fridge eating.
Yeah, the same orange shop cat. So I was like, whoa, that's kind of weird. I thought maybe, well, there was two of them, I guess. I didn't know there was two of them.
Well, we knew there was two at one point though because
We thought there was
we
two.
saw two different cats on two different
Yeah,
cameras.
we
But
thought there was
sometimes
two.
they lag a little bit.
Yeah, we thought maybe it was just a lag from one to the other, but no. So then we went to test. We were testing my car.
It was when we got
Yep.
back from Yellow Belly. We
Oh,
pulled
it
in.
was?
Or no.
Yeah, that was the first time, wasn't it? I don't know. All I know is this the second time because
we were pulling up.
because
It was
there's,
right in front of the
there's
shop.
been more than one. The second time the shop cat got hit, it was like 4 in the morning. We just pulled back up in the shop from testing. I was so tired. 5 in the morning, whatever. No, that was after Yellow Belly, wasn't it? It was like 9 in the morning. No, I don't know. Anyway,
No, the sun was just coming
I
up.
stayed. Yeah, the sun was just coming up. I stayed here. I buried the cat. I had the whole funeral and everything.
It was right in front of the shop though, but another dead orange cat.
Yes. So then that shop cat, I buried that one, had the whole deal, and then right as soon as I left the shop, I don't even think I got home, and it was on the camera eating on top of the refrigerator.
So we had 3 orange cats.
Did we?
I don't know.
Did we? So there's 3 burials out there right now? Or
No,
2?
there's 2
Okay.
buried orange cats.
We believe there's.
They're probably not our cats, and people are looking for their cats, and they're buried in the back of the shop. Like,
We just felt so bad though.
yeah,
So,
but we thought it was
yeah.
our cat, so we buried them.
Yeah, so it's still here. The shop cat is still here.
And we can tell it's her because she's freaking crazy.
And so I've been freaking out. I was so upset about it. And I was like, I'm never going to let another cat get me all tied to it. You know, I'm never going to like another cat again. And then it's still there. And I'm like, whoa, that's weird. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. So we still got this cat. Yeah, we just keep burying it, but we still got it. I don't know how many times it can happen. My brother said 9.
That's 9 lives.
He said 9 times. He said that's how many times it can happen. After that, it's over.
So we have this like really cute Smoky cat, and we call him Smoky Cat because he's like grayish.
We call him Smokey.
I saw him across the street the other day, so I went over there and tried to walk him back, and he was like, "No."
Cappuccino. Hey man, I used to have a roommate named Cappuccino.
Some of them go with it.
What would you say are the top 5 keys to making a car fast? Or what keys benefit the most? From Zeke Roman. Top 5 keys to making the car fast. Really, there's only one. Optimize your combo. That's really it, in my opinion.
No, work on your stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Optimize your
Test.
combo. The whole thing. Optimize your combo. Make sure that
There's another
even if
one
you can't afford to buy better parts, just make sure all of your parts are working together as best they can. Like the stuff that I did to set the chassis up on this car, which you'll see in the next video, which is coming up in a couple of days or whatever, as soon as we get to make a hit to finish the video, since we get a generator that works and we get to make a hit, you'll see that all the work that I did on this car in the last week or so didn't cost any money. Like I didn't buy any parts.
I saw
It was just measuring stuff, moving things, you know, fabricating, drilling holes, rebolting stuff. It's mainly just optimizing what you have. So try and make what you have as efficient as you possibly can. If you can make horsepower, that's awesome. Horsepower is really expensive, but if you can make horsepower, man, Don Dial told me a long time ago, it was one of the things that just blew my mind, but Don Dial said, horsepower will fix a lot of problems with a shitty car. Like, and that still really rings true today. So if you have a car that's not the greatest car and you can afford horsepower, it'll fix a lot of that car. Now, you're not going to use all your horsepower because the car sucks, but you know, you can take a car and make it faster with horsepower. You know what I mean? That's not really our style. You know, my style has been always more work on the car, make the car, you know, I've always been a guy who wants to run better than what the combo should run. You know what I mean? I like to have something that people are impressed with. And they say, man, I can't believe that thing runs as fast as it does. You know, and I want to show people that you don't need all that horsepower. You don't need all that money to go fast. You just need to work on your stuff. You just need to work harder than the next guy. So really, it's not 5 things. It's really just one really big thing, which is work hard on your shit. Man, doesn't even remember the amount of body. You ain't lying, Connor. You ain't even lying. I don't even want to go into how many I buried before that.
Justin. Eddie Santiago.
By the way, if you're a sweet tea drinker, which one do I like? the leaf one? Or peak? Peak.
Yeah,
right?
maybe. I don't know.
What is it called?
I don't drink it.
You buy it.
It's in my purchase again section.
It's so good.
It's mostly the Yeti. So you ought to meet my cat.
Would have been nice to see you in Ohio this past weekend. Billy and Tommy freaking killed it. Yeah, hell yeah, good. I'm glad for them.
I saw one and it said like beginners tips for race cars, but I can't find it. So
Beginners tips?
Yeah.
Beginners tips for race cars. First, I mean, beginner stuff, you're going to learn real quick that torque converter, tire, you know, certain combos when you're a beginner, the tire is everything. You know, I mean, tire can make a difference between a car that's 60 foot's good and doesn't. So when I was first getting into drag racing, the biggest things that, you know, the biggest key things that helped me go faster with my car or truck, whatever I was working on, was like, there was small stuff that, you know, torque converter, tire, also just like how you use it too, you know, like the trans cooler, you know what I mean? Like if you have some restricted trans cooler, it looks like a radiator, you know, you're gonna have a tight converter, you know. A little tip that I don't usually share, but since we've been sharing everything lately, is like on Caddy Jack, on Jackie's car when it was stock, we were going for that record. We had a giant camshaft and we had a stock converter. To make that all work together, you know, I just looped the trans line. Like instead of having a trans cooler, because it tightened, that stock trans cooler was so restrictive because it had the fin tube. It didn't have a tube. It just had the little fins like a radiator, and it was so restrictive that it was causing back pressure in the converter circuit. So in the charge circuit on the transmission, it was causing back pressure. So it made the converter really tight. And in that situation, her stock converter was a lockup, so she didn't need it super tight. So we needed it as loose as we could get it. So I unhooked the trans cooler, looped the trans cooler lines, and then all of a sudden that thing would flash 3800, you know, and it was like, whoa. And I put Syndrolic 32 fluid in it. So it was like a 16 weight, 15 weight. It was really thin training fluid. Did that, you know, little stuff like that, man, believe it or not. You know, we ended up going to a big tube cooler, a -8, when you know, and then once we went from looping the trans lines to get the converter looser to a -8 trans cooler, like a big derail or a B&M or something that has the big -8 tubes. When we went to that, it didn't change the converter. It only changed the converter about 200 RPM. So, you know, it's little stuff like that, man. Thinking about how to use what you have efficiently, that, you know, is going to be the main key to going fast. Yeah. It's weird, but I don't have any feedback. I'm not talking to anyone. Like, they don't talk back. They don't, you know. What do you think of weight reduction? Weight reduction is great. But you just got to remember, if it's 4,000 pounds, you know, that weight reduction is going to be a little over a tenth per 100 pounds. So you could, you know, we go crazy on weight reduction here. That's just our thing. We like our stuff to be as light as possible. Jackie will spend a week straight cutting the shit out of a car and taking the interior out
I've
of
done
something.
it many times.
You know, that's her thing. So yeah, weight reduction is
weight is free.
Weight is free. It's free horsepower. You know.
Free 99.
Yeah. When you're just starting, it's free. Later on, getting titanium and chromoly and
yeah,
lightweight stuff, you know. But I will say,
that's like the very last. If you buy some titanium and you haven't taken some carpet out of your car, I'm not friends with you. Like, if I see someone talking about titanium bolts and stuff and you haven't taken the freaking carpet out of your car, like, no, stop it.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
just silly. Like, that's so expensive and you'll get so much more weight out of taking some weight out of your car. Oh, shit.
Which transmission? Turbo 400 2-speed. We have this talk a lot. Ideas, you know. My opinion personally, I want as many gears as you can possibly get. You know, just as an example, with Jackie's car when it was stock, we could keep going back to that one, but when Jackie's car was stock, a 4L80 slowed that thing down over almost a full second. It was like six, 7 tenths. It would slow that car down, going to a 3-speed basically from the stock 6-speed. So think about that. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Everybody said taking the stock 6-speed out of that car would make it faster, and they acted like that was the thing that was slowing it down. But in reality, taking that transmission out of that car slowed it down. So just in my opinion, it's always the more gears you can get, the better off you are. As long as those gears are spaced out accordingly and they're close ratio, and your starting line ratio is within check and all that stuff. As long as you're there, I say get as many gears as you can afford. And just set it up, if you have a 3-speed, set it up to where it'll leave in second on the trans brake. That way you have that option of using it as a 2-speed. Because when we took Jackie's car out on the street, if the street didn't have any rubber on it, she would leave in second gear. So she had that option to go to the track, leave in first. If it was shit, she could leave in second. So always keep ratios open. Ratios are your friend in drag racing. So always keep your choice of ratio open. How much does that tan weigh? I know, dude. She's almost as dark as me. Isn't it crazy? You guys should film the content working on cars with your kids. Yeah, it would be entertaining, but to be honest with you, it's just not time for that yet. We just want them to be kids for a while, not worry about what people say about them, not worry about what people think about them, because we can't be everywhere. We can't edit everything that anybody says. So, we don't want that for them just yet.
Well, plus they don't have all the time in the world with you, to where we don't want the time spent with them to be like, hey, we're gonna film you and put you on YouTube. That's just.
Well, that, and just it's hard to explain to a kid what some asshole says about him on YouTube. You know what I mean? So Jackie is native by injection.
Oh boy.
Clement still banging out, still knocking out bangers. You are right. Thanks. Wichita Raceway Park. Yeah, I think we'll go there. I don't know when, but I think we'll go there. I used to go there. I've been there a few times.
I do not wear contacts.
Favorite Jane's Addiction song? Oh, there's so many. Why would you bring that up?
I know.
Don't bring up music, man. If you bring up music, I'm gonna have to have a whole nother channel just for music. I am a music crazy nutcase.
He's a connoisseur.
I'm a connoisseur. I have an old school 4-speed Muncie transmission. Yeah, old school 4-speed Muncie. Those are close ratio from the factory. Yes, do that. Do it. Do it. Do it. There's some YouTube videos on when and there's a documentary on a guy. What was that guy's name? God, I can't remember his name. It's when men were really men. You know what I mean? Like when they what? That's what I'm pretty sure it's called something like that. Like it's something that's called that. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember the name of the documentary, but it's about guys that stick shift, that race stick shift cars. Somebody I'm sure will know what I'm talking about. Now, Clement surely knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's see, what else?
Dude,
Haven't been to more concert. No, I haven't. I'm sorry. Believe it or not, since I started the show, I haven't been to any concerts. It really sucks. The last concert I went to was, oh my God, the last concert I went to was Old Crow Medicine Show with my dad, my brother.
What was your first concert?
My first concert was John Anderson at the Kentucky State Fair. But I was like 6, so it didn't really count.
My first concert was when my cousin took me to Nickelback.
Oh, I'm glad you waited to now to tell me that, because that would have been a deal breaker. When we met, that would have been a deal breaker. No one said the name of that documentary. God damn it.
Clement, where are you? Where's Logan when we need him?
Yeah, Logan Yelton would know it too. Shit, I can't think of it, guys.
Jackie's
But you know what? I'm gonna
is all
post
in the
it.
beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna post it. But there is a documentary about the guys who race stick shift cars.
Just Google it.
Yeah. Oh, what? Just Google it. I'm gonna Google it now. Jackie, you answer some questions. I'm gonna do.
He said, hey, I'm looking for my orange cat.
Oh, don't do that, bro. Do not do that, bro. God dang it, don't do that.
Grumpy Jenkins.
That was a guy who raced those cars, but no, there was a God dang it.
All of the Jackie's engine talk is in the beginning. You missed it. Do you have a twin? No. I don't. What are you gonna make me for dinner?
Answer questions, Jackie.
They're not really questions, they're statements. Jackie reminded me of Jungle Pam. I've read some of those comments, and that's the best comment I've ever got in my life. So thank you. When's the donk video dropping? I guess we could make one of those pretty soon. I kept being like, when the weather's nicer. Do you really run Nitro in the Crow?
Yes, what do you mean?
If you didn't see my tears, somebody kept saying, why does Jackie cry all the time? But, the tears. The Nitro.
Yeah, of course. Why would you ask me that? Do I really? Of course I do.
Who lies about that? They're like, I run
Yeah,
this.
who would lie about that?
What's the lowest ET on the Crow currently?
It's been 390 something on big tires.
For a daily driver, turbo or supercharger, and I would definitely say supercharger.
For a daily driver?
Yeah.
Nitrous. I spray it with nitrous.
Well, yeah. But out of those two options, I would say supercharger.
I can't find it, but I know there is one.
Mm.
It's recent too, is what sucks.
I need to catch up. Let me go down. Would you ever do drag and drive? We talked about that somewhere, but I don't remember.
I want to do it, by the way.
Justin wants to drag and drive. I don't really want to drag and drive. But I'm not building another car until my car's done, so. Yeah. Chief, do you like the ice cream van with the nitrous? That's drag van one.
Do I like the what?
I showed you that video before.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Which video?
It's like a full-size van, and it runs like, I don't know. Drag van, what do you run? 12?
Holy crap, in a van?
I don't remember what he said.
Man, I don't know, guys. I'll have to figure it out.
One of our moderators would like to know if you will ever run quarter mile in the Crow.
Yes, yeah, we've been talking about it for years. There's a record out there that's been
Mr. 4-Speed?
maybe, yeah, what's that? Yes, that's it. Yes, thank you. Who the fuck is that? Who was it?
Was it Clement?
No, it wasn't. It was Clement. God damn it. I was looking at fucking Google and I still couldn't figure it out. How the hell did he figure it out? God damn it. That's crazy to me.
He said quarter mile with a throat emoji.
Yeah, there's a record out there, a Pontiac record that Butler's been on me about going to the race in Norwalk or whatever. They do a big Pontiac race there every year. And he's been on me about coming up there and seeing how fast we can make it go. When you racing with midlife vet, yeah, buddy. I'm not racing it. Jackie's gonna drive it, but hopefully this weekend.
Are you from Corbin, Kentucky?
I did live in Corbin, Kentucky, Corbin, London area. Yeah, I did. Yep. We used to go to Jim's Pay Lake. My dad would get hammered, and me and my brother would have to tag team the 72 long bed Chevy to get it back home.
Did like one of you steer and one of you were down there doing the pedals?
No, he had to shift. Yeah, and I would steer and do the pedals, and he had to shift it because I couldn't do everything. But and my dad would just be all those old dudes would just put my dad in the passenger seat of the truck, and he'd be fucking against the window. And they'd like hand us his pistol and all his money that he, barely money that he had left, and then we would just freaking drive that thing home. We'd do about 20. We couldn't really go into higher and second gear because we couldn't get into third. That took some effort. So we'd just have that old Chevrolet revved up about 4,000 RPM on the back roads, doing about 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour all the way home.
You said, I wish my dad taught me teamwork.
My dad didn't teach me that. That was by necessity. He taught me, I guess, that's what we talk about all the time, though. Yeah, how do you look back on something to decide whether it was good or bad for you? You know what I mean? Like, so I guess he did by passing out and just being completely inebriated. He taught me and my brother how to work as a team. Did you guys see the picture of the crow with metal streetcars underneath it made out of steel plate and welds?
I don't think so.
Did it come here?
Tag me in it.
Did it come here? Oh, did you guys see that portrait? Did you guys see that fucking portrait, dude? The dude finally agreed to sell it to me, but it's $300. Jesus, but hey, now I got the money. Everybody sent me all that damn money. What was that guy's name? Dude, that thing is crazy. He did a portrait of our car, like a real deal, like painting portrait or whatever.
Mr. Gas paints our dogs too. They're so cute. Are
Who
you planning
does?
on come, Mr. Guest?
Mr. Guest?
Guest.
Guest? Who's
Yeah.
that?
His name is Mr. Guest Art.
Oh, I got you.
It's that video I showed you.
This guy's name is James Wallace. Wallace. He does all kinds of them, but like, yeah.
Where's yours?
Let's see, I don't think so.
Up there.
It's like that one's Cletus's car, I think. And
There's
then
a picture of your kid on the back.
oh, my bad. And then I don't know whose car that is. And then there's that one. And then where's mine?
Yours was a video.
No. Oh, mine. Yeah,
You
the
said
one that I
that
sent you was a
Jeff
video.
Thomas showed you.
But where's the? Man, I feel really old right now. I'm trying to show you something on my phone. I can't do it.
He's like, hold on, let me
There
get
it
my
is.
glasses.
There it is. So that's the picture on this side and the portrait on this side. Dude, how freaking crazy.
He said, hold it sideways, boomer.
How freaking crazy is that? They can't see shit. Look at that. It looks terrible. Anyway, you get the deal. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that on the wall here soon. There's like a portrait that he drew with his hands.
Opposed to
James
his feet.
Wallace.
There, hit that.
What? Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, I mean, I think they get the picture. I think they saw it. They figured it out. Anyway, bench or squats? Fucking squats. What? Is that even? Who said that? I'm gonna have Clement kick him out. Who said that? Chris Worms. Bench or squats? Come on, man. Come on. That's not even a question. Squats.
You like
No matter what. What? What? I do like the bench. I like the bench. I bench a lot. But if you had to pick one, squats. Bench,
too.
if you do bench, you're not going to get better at anything else. Like, you're just going to get good at bench. But if you squat, you'll get stronger at every other lift. Even if you don't do them. Like, if you maxed out bench and then you squatted straight for a month, your bench would go up even if you didn't bench the whole month. Whereas if you did the other way around and you maxed out squatted, and then you benched for a month, your squat's not going up, it's going down.
I can squat a lot, but I freak out if I bench anything.
Dude,
I freak out, and I'm like, because it's by my face.
She is good. She can squat. She has good strength in the squat, but man, it don't matter what you put on that
I'm
bar.
strong in my arms,
If you
too.
put
It's just,
something
I
on
don't
that
know.
bar, then you walk away, she fucking nah! She's just fucking, yeah! He's just choking her and shit. It's hilarious. It's the funniest thing ever.
I don't know, it freaks me out because it's by my face.
Are you related to Kathy, aka Cashier? I had her old cell number and used to get phone calls from Kentucky Corrections. Yeah, that's gotta
You
be.
have to be related.
100%, yeah. If there's a shear that gets calls from Kentucky Corrections, 100% that's my family. Every day is chest day.
This guy said no chicks look at your legs at the bars, so you need to bench press.
No chicks look at your leg. I don't go to bars. But I can tell you this. If the shit hits the fan, nobody gives a fuck how big your pecs and your fucking biceps are if you got to carry people out of a building with your little bird legs. You should enter international donk racing. I've thought about it. It's tough.
Your dog's just so nice.
Yeah, I don't really want to race it. Sad for Chief, no banner jacket. They say if you lift a calf, what? Say if you lift a calf every day, you can lift it when it's a grown cow.
Huh.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I guess.
It probably won't like that for very long.
Neither would your bag. Does Billy the Kid have what it takes to hang with you guys on the street? His truck versus the vet or caddy jack? Yeah, sure, for sure. No, I mean, he doesn't have anything at the moment that can hang with the GTO, but that's not,
That's not anything against him.
He doesn't race. Yeah, he doesn't do that. It's not his thing.
So. How your mama doing?
How your mama doing? How your children doing? That won't even work with my dog. How did you end up in OKC from being from Kentucky? Oh, family issues, you know. Everybody comes to a point in their life when, well, not everybody, I guess, but anybody with my last name comes to a point in their life when their dad goes to jail and their mom has to move you out of state. No, just me? No?
That's just you.
Oh. Big Chief, what year you got start race? What year you got start race? I got start race. I got start race 1994, 95.
Wow, nice.
Don't start with me, Jackie. Don't even mention how old you were at that time.
I can't. These people don't know how old I am.
Podcast number 39 is a classic handmade. We did 39 of those fucking things? Holy shit.
I don't know. He said it's
The fellowship, yeah, that's right. How's your relationship with who? Come on. You almost got me on that one. I almost read it out loud.
We're not talking about relationships here.
Big Chief, you watching the horse race this weekend? There's a horse race this weekend? I thought the horse race was a month ago. Jackie was 18. Damn right. That's exactly right. You ever going to go to a billet head? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't see any reason for it. Nobody's made any billet heads worth of shit yet or billet blocks for a Pontiac, so I don't think so. About the most I could ever see me doing would be changing to a cylinder head that flows a little more, you know, like the Pro Port. Elderbrock has that other head, the Pro Port or whatever, that everybody's having trouble getting castings for, but at some point I may go to something like that. Plan on coming out and, you know, I was watching those. They had that truck race. You said no? I don't know. I wouldn't mind taking the vet out there at some point.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be as scary as in the vet. When I raced there and I raced against Sean, we were like the two biggest cars. And those, it's so narrow. It is narrow,
but also it was completely untouched, and that's when everybody crashes. So usually for their races they do on the weekends, I think they drag it and prep it and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
it probably
you
wouldn't
know,
be scary
we may come out there with we might come out there with the vet. That's the cool thing about the vet.
It's Billy.
What?
Billy V.
Billy V, yeah, buddy. Billy Van Houten.
He became a mod.
Did he really?
Yeah. So?
Man, they go so fast. Mm-hmm. Chief has tools older than Jackie. Eesh.
For sure.
100%.
Especially because we like to go.
Hell, I've got tools older than me. What about dragon drives don't you like, Jackie?
Don't start that.
What? That's what it says.
It's not a race. That's what I don't
like. Here we go. Here we go.
Justin sets me up for failure because he knows that I don't hold back my opinion on things.
No,
so
I agree with her, though. It's not a race.
It's not a race.
It's a fucking
Those people don't have to try for reaction times. Like, you'll look at their reaction time, and the reaction time's longer than the 60-foot. Like... If your reaction time, it's half the pass. Like, I saw a picture of a time slip, and it was a 7-second pass, and the reaction time was 4 seconds.
Yeah, no, the dragon drive stuff is kind of ridiculous in that sense. If they would race.
I told him what I would do. If they did it, I would be interested in it. If it was like, you got to test, but the whole time was qualifying, and then the last race was a race, I think that'd be cool. But
yeah, the best thing that we could come up with, because we thought about it, and it would suck because if you... No, see, they had... Who said that? Because I saw that. They did have that. Aries said Sick Week had a 1 second reaction time limit. They didn't, though.
That's still so
No,
long.
they had that, but then the first time that Cletus and them went over that 1 second, they got rid of it. They said it was 2 seconds or 5 seconds or something. It was crazy. Like, it should be like 400s. Like,
a second is so long.
If
like
you're,
a lot of like
if you go
your
over
car will 60 foot in a second.
In a second? Oh yeah.
That's insane.
I'll be to the 60
time,
foot in a second. Easy.
Like they don't even have to try. That's what makes me mad about the reaction time thing is they don't try. Like the people are trying to leave on the perfect amount of boost and like the perfect stall and stuff like that they don't even try on the reaction time.
AMP, let's hear it. What's your question? Because I agree with you. It's not our fault, AMP. We're not the ones who repeat them. That they keep asking them. You know.
Your
Yeah,
Fits
of course
monster.
it does, John Malfi. We'll send you one.
You gotta stretch it out a little bit, but yeah. It'll be
Whoa,
in your box.
what was that? Whoa, you gotta stretch it out a little bit. It'll be in your box.
It's meant for a Red Bull. He said it's glorified bracket racing. It's glorified bracket testing.
No, it's glorified testing. It's not even racing. Yeah,
it's not even bracket because bracket racing wants a perfect reaction time.
See if AMP asks a question. But yeah, she's right. No, just keep an eye on him. He has a YouTube logo over here, and if he does ask a question, I want to answer it because he said, "Stop repeating dumb questions."
I see his comments all the time too on like
so
our other
let's
videos.
So let's hear what his question is then. I want to answer his question, whatever that is. Now watch him ask something I can't answer.
We better answer it.
Mm-mm. He can keep going. He hasn't asked it yet. He probably left.
Fast.
What was your worst wreck? Oh my God.
No, thank you.
Was your wreck with Chucky the worst? What? Yeah.
That's only one.
Did you see the medal on it? Oh.
Where's AMP?
I don't know. Maybe he wasn't talking.
He's probably like, oh shit, I gotta think of a good question.
What was that guy's sodas was on there? Would you ever have an import? Fuck yeah, I want, dude. Whoever asked that? Who asked that? Jermaine De Castro. Oh, the one right below it says, I want to see Jackie beat Alex Taylor in a race. Wouldn't be hard. All you gotta do is go on green.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Yes, whatever.
We only have 4 minutes left, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay. Whatever have an import, yes. I want a naturally aspirated Civic hatch really bad. Those dudes run 50 fucking % nitro. That's more than I run.
Our neighbor got a BMW. What is it? I have no idea. A little BMW sporty looking car and parked it right at the end of our driveway for like the last 6 months.
I've been trying to buy it to make
and
it.
Justin's trying to take it.
I want to make a drift car out of it. Chelsea Denofa said they're the greatest ones to make drift cars out of. Did the company who helped with the solid axle kit on the Caddy ever release it to the public? Yes, it has been released to the public. You can literally call him and order it or buy it. Like, and it's not even Skyview Race Cars. Yeah. It's not even that expensive. His name's Josh. He owns Skyview Race Cars. You can hit him up on Facebook or call him or whatever, text him, whatever. But yeah, he did the tubular front end on her car, tubular A-arms, the whole entire back, like solid rear, the whole deal. Dude, that's the only way that we took 1,000 pounds. Honestly, we would have never been able to get 1,000 pounds out of that car if it wasn't for that guy. Like, he's a big reason why we were able to get 1,000 pounds out of that car.
This guy said, "Are you ever gonna race like Lizzie?" But I don't know what that means.
Are you ever gonna race like Lizzie? What, like all over the place?
No.
Like MPK? No.
No, I'm never doing MPK.
Or like pretend you're on the street?
No, I do the real things on the streets.
What? I got an 09 Civic. You have for free 99. Well, yeah, but you know how much it would cost to go to Ohio right now? I might as well drive the vet on C16.
You guys haven't even seen
so
the big wing
yet. Big wing? Oh, dude, you haven't even seen.
We're on the small wing right now.
We're on the smallest wing we have right now. Wait till you see the big wing. And yes, the Corvette will get a wing because Jackie can't make me take it off. Her car, she won't let me put a wing on there, but yes, the Corvette will get one. Right now, it's not fast enough, dude. It doesn't. Right now, we don't even have a way to pull power out of it. Like, you just leave wide open throttle on the trans brake. The only thing you can adjust in the car is the shift point and the launch RPM. So, like, right now, we don't need a wing. It's not like it's going to spin the tires at 40 mile an hour, you know?
So there's lots of comments to let me know which female I should race, but just so y'all know, I don't do that shit. I race males and females and transgenders or anything. I don't only race females, and I honestly don't even believe in female only racing. Like, that's not, no. That's a cool way to spell my name. Jackye.
You know, yeah. Thanks, Azevedo. Fernando.
He said maybe Pat Musey could adopt you. If I could get adopted by Pat Musey, I would probably have to say bye to my dad, and he would
But
get
not-
it though, because my dad would
But
ditch
not
me
for
for
the
Pat
money.
Musey too.
Not for the money
No.
or an NPK, just to race nitrous cars.
Just for the nitrous part.
All right. How much longer we got here? Because I'm starting to
He
get.
said you ain't a gone girl.
I'm starting to get honest.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
want me honest. What did you guys think of that metal art?
It's the same one.
Oh.
That's what's so confusing. Some of them go away and some of them don't. I don't get it.
I think you click on them, they'll
Somebody
go away.
explain
Maybe.
that to me. Why some go away?
I think maybe if you click on them, they don't go
I'm
away.
gonna ask the mods later.
You can steer, you can race. I race kids, chicks, and zombies. Earl Morris said, I race kids, chicks, and zombies.
Me too. And
Jackie has a what? If Jackie has a very similar sister, tell him I'll offer him a turbo 400 for.
I have some sisters, but not any similar. My dad's probably in the comments, so he'll hit you up.
Yeah, because I got a really good deal on this one here. I just traded a Glide, but it's got to be a Rossler. He ain't gonna take no middle of the mall
No.
Glide. You're gonna have to get him
You
a
also
Rossler.
did have to go rewire his whole deal.
I didn't rewire nothing for him.
No, but you guys had to work some stuff out on the dry race board the other day.
Oh no, that was to get the MSD digital timing retard to pull timing out because you have to take away ground. It's a pain in the ass.
He said that girl selling t-shirts at War in the Woods. Just saying.
Bree?
Her name is Bree.
That's Twan's chick, Tony.
She's Twan's chick and also the mother of his child. And
Chief
if you
must
come
have
to
picked
the
up the best
office,
one there.
that's Bree, and you're harassing because a lot of people will harass Bree about
call.
pretending it's me.
Oh.
It's Bree, and she'll tell me if you're mean to her.
Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Carrie.
Books.
Thanks,
All of
brother.
them.
All of his. I'm number one in the world in his books. All of his books. All right. Do you like driving manuals? Yes, I do.
No.
Personally, dudes are so thirsty. You ain't lying, dog. I can't blame them though. Shit, I'd rather them be thirsty than not give a fuck. Where can I send event info? RaceBigChief@gmail. Yes, we will be posting any public events that we're going to. Bree moves the merch.
Bree ships as soon as you order it.
She does too.
She's sitting there refreshing all day.
Dude, she had fucking 3 of those giant UPS carts or USPS carts that day.
Yeah, she had to. In the Memorial Day sale, she had to take like 3 trips to the.
Are you still
Post
race master of the 405 list? No. If you're referring to the list on the TV show that where they race for the show on TV, no, I'm not, thankfully.
Yeah.
Baddest small tire in America 2 at Yellow Belly. I'm hoping, yeah, we're hoping. We won't be
Okay.
able to make the race this weekend, I don't think, but we're trying. We're trying really
Not in the
hard.
state of your generator right now.
Yeah.
We'll ask Clement about that also.
Reaper versus
Later.
McDougal. Dude, that was the whole thing. You can go back and watch all that later. All right, we good?
Yep.
Well,
Hold on, I don't know. Oh yeah, I gotta go over there. Hold on.
go fast zone.
Hold on.
Fuck yeah, I was. I was a member of all the cool shit.
All right.
Jealousy, Matthew Campbell. Jealousy.
Bye.
Well, bye. Thanks for the money.